Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today's in our Power BI video series is mainly we have to cover as time intelligence functions, which is very most important functions in Power BI. In real time scenarios, we have to cover most of the scenarios. We'll cover this one. Okay, so that is time intelligence functions. So basically, time intelligence functions in Power BI and DAX help you work with dates and perform calculations based on periods such as months, quarters, or years. So these functions are commonly used in scenarios like calculating year to date, like YTD, month over month growth, or comparing data from different time periods. So we'll look into this example, time intelligence. So these functions we have to cover, time intelligence, and this is the summary, total YTD. We look into this part, total YTD, year to date, total QTD, quarter to date, MTD, month to date. Okay, so we look into this. So first we have to go with the total YTD. So total YTD is year to date total. So this total YTD is mainly calculates the cumulative total from the start of the year up to a specific date. Okay, so that is calculates the year to date of total sales. So basically here what happened is, so sum of sales amount, this sum of sales amount is, so will give us the total sales for each row, and this totals YTD called as, so accumulates the sales from the start of the year until the current row's date. Similarly, QTD. So QTD is mainly calculates the cumulative total from the start of the quarter up to a specific date. And MTD. So MTD is mainly start of the month up to a specific date. And dates YTD. So dates YTD called as, so year to date. So year to date is mainly dates YTD. Total YTD is different, dates YTD is different. So dates YTD is mainly year to dates. So it returns a table of dates from the start of the year up to a given date, so which can be used to filter the data. Okay, so uh, and similarly we'll look into previous year, parallel period, sample period, last year, date add, closing balance month, opening balance year, like this. So we'll go back to Power BI and we'll look into the scenarios. So first I'll go with to calculate the YTD revenue. So I'll open the measure and to calculate the YTD revenue. So for YTD revenue, we had to calculate as like calculate of YTD revenue equals to calculate total revenue, dates YTD. So if you see here, dates MTD, QTD, and YTD. So YTD will take and calendar lookup from the date function. So from this calendar lookup, I'll go with the date function, close, and one more close. Okay. So this is YTD revenue. Now I'll go with to check with the report. So in this report, I'll take as start of month. I'll remove this all. Start of year, okay, I'll go with month. Okay, because start of month, I have no column in this one, and I'll go with values called as total revenue, and I'll add as YTD revenue also. Okay, so just this is the month wise I have taken, or else if you go with day of week, month name, month short, and month number will add. Okay, see the month number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and others. So actually previously I had written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month number I have created using DAX, and remaining all months I have given as others. So that is the reason which is looking like this. Okay, total revenue and YTD revenue. So year to date, or else we'll go with instead of this, I'll go year function. So if I go year, okay, so this is the year one. Okay. Next, We'll go and to check with the previous month revenue, create the measure. Previous month revenue is calculate total revenue, comma. So I have added as calculate of total revenue, and I'll go with date add of date. So date is calendar lookup date one, and so once I have added with date add of date, we'll see how it is working. Then I'll show you what is the error also. Here we'll add one more brace. Okay, it's automatically taken. And here we have the error called as so too few arguments were passed to the date add function. So the minimum argument count for the function is 3. So we had to add with date add of calendar lookup date, comma, comma. So for example, I want previous month revenue. I'll write as like -1. So -1 called as the previous month, comma, month. We are going with month. So like month, and we'll close this one. Okay. Now we'll look previous month revenue. Now I'll add this one to here. I will take as month. First, I will change this to month. Okay, so month is January to December. I'm getting, and now I'll go with to add here values previous month revenue. Okay. See. So now this is the total revenue, YTD revenue, previous month revenue. Okay. So previous month, for example, January. So previous, so for January previous is this one 21 December. So 2199 is coming here. And for February previous month is January 2292, then 2345, then 2563, 2676. Okay, like this. So this way we can get with the to calculate with the previous month revenue, total revenue, YTD revenue, this all. Okay, and similarly I'll go with here. For example, I'll go with this one previous year, previous month. So now if I want like previous day or previous year, so instead of month, we'll change like to day or year, right? And save this one, and we'll create the one more measure called as so to create revenue target. Revenue target. So for revenue target is so I'll go with previous month revenue. For previous month revenue, I'll multiply to 1.1. Okay. So for 1.1 is adding to the revenue target. So hit the enter. I'll get with revenue target. So once it is created, then I'll add to the report. So here in report, add revenue target. Okay, so revenue target I'm getting. So this much revenue target I had to create. So this is the revenue target, and we'll create one more thing. For example, I want 10-day rolling revenue. 10-day rolling revenue equal to. So for rolling revenue, I want to calculate as calculate of total revenue, comma, dates in period. So in dates in period, I'll give as like calendar lookup date. Okay. So after that, I'll go with this max calendar. So max of calendar lookup date, comma, max of calendar lookup date will create, this one will close, and comma, minus 10. So how many days we are creating? Minus 10, comma, day. Okay, so I'll expand this one. See this formula. So 10-day rolling revenue, I'm creating calculate of total revenue, comma, dates in period, calendar lookup of date, max of date, comma, minus 10, comma, day. I'll close this brace and one more brace. Hit the enter. So this is 10-day rolling revenue. Okay. Now we'll add this to report. So for example, report I'll go with for rows, I'll take as date. Okay. So date, fine. Next one, I'll go with uh, values as total revenue I have, YTD revenue not required, previous month revenue, revenue target. Now I'll add as 10-day revenue. Okay. So this is 10, each and every 10 days, the revenue will add here. So how it is working? First, expand all down, and one more step we'll have to down, and one more step, and one more step. Okay. So now if you look into this one, first initial 10 days, up to 10 days initial revenue, this one. So first cumulative is calculating. Okay. So for example, first to these 10 rows, 8351, 81, 8 plus 14, 22, 22 plus 28, 50, 50 plus 17, 68, 68 plus 78, okay, 7, 68 plus 7, 76, 76 plus 21, 97, 97 plus 8, 106, 106 plus 25, 131, 131 plus 14, 145, 145 plus 14, 159, and 159 plus 31, 183. So like this, the 10-day revenue is to be adding here, cumulative. Okay. So this is the 10-day rolling revenue. Okay. We'll look into one more challenge part, like we'll create the column as previous month orders. New measure. So new measure is previous month orders equals to, we'll calculate total orders, comma, date add of calendar lookup date, comma, minus 1, comma, month. So this is sorry, something is missing. Previous month orders. Here we'll add as previous month orders. It will overwrite. Okay. So this is previous month orders. Now we'll create one more thing. New measure. Previous month profit. So previous month profit I'll calculate. So calculate of total profit. In this case, we'll take as total profit, comma, date add of calendar lookup date, comma. So here minus 1, comma, month. Close. Previous month profit we are getting. Now we'll take as the we'll take month, and we'll go with previous month returns. I'll remove this one and add with previous month revenue, this one. I want previous month profit and previous month returns. This is profit, and this one previous month orders. We calculated previous month returns. Okay, returns not calculated. Okay, for time being, we'll look into this one. So previous month revenue and previous month profit. This one. Next, we'll calculate go to 90-day rolling profit. I'll create as 90-day rolling profit. 90-day rolling profit. So for 90-day rolling profit is calculate total profit dates in period. So for dates in period, I'll add as date my last date. So last date I'll take as from calendar date, comma minus 90, comma day, and close. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Last date, or else in place of last date, we'll take as something error showing. We'll take as max date. Both are same only. Okay, max of calendar date minus 90, comma date. Okay, let's see. Too many arguments are passed to the max function. Check once. Calculate of total profit. Okay, dates in period. Calendar lookup date, comma max of calendar date. We'll close this one. Max of calendar date, and yes, the brace is before I have closed. Okay, now I'll add this one to 90 days profit, rolling profit. Okay, so this way we have to calculate this all the measures, and we'll create order target and profit target also. Order target equals to, I'll create as yes month orders multiplies 1.1. So this one we'll consider as whole number. For format, we have to consider as whole number and hit the enter. Similarly, we'll create as profit target equals to I'll consider as previous month profit multiplies 1.1 and hit the enter. And this one also will take as format to whole number. We'll change to whole number. Okay. Now we have to add the report. I'll go with date. So date I will add. And so date I'll consider as like and total profit. Total profit, and I want 90-day rolling profit. So here we'll expand this one, and it will give us like Q1 and January, Feb, March. Okay. So now here this is the total profit, and within that 90-day rolling profit also. Okay. So this is the what we say time intelligence patterns functions. So for basically this time intelligence pattern functions, we have to cover like all the functions, the summary of common time intelligence functions. So total YTD called as year to date total, total QTD, quarter to date total, total MTD, month to date total, dates YTD, returns dates for the year to date and previous year, returns values for the previous year, and another one parallel period. So returns values for a parallel period, and same period last year, date add shifts the date time period by a specific interval, closing balance month. So closing balance at the end of month, opening balance here, opening balance at the start of the year. So these are all the functions covered. I hope all the functions I have covered in this Power BI video series, the DAX functions. Okay, so completely till now I have covered as like all in our all the videos. I hope I have done around 13 to 14 videos. So in this 13 to 14 videos, I have covered from initial starting stage to till we had to create with the DAX functions. Okay. So next step is mainly visualizing the data reports. So other than the reports, I have covered everything. Only that pending is to create the dashboard. Everything the data is to be ready. So ready called as first initial step we have started as introduction to Microsoft Power BI. After then we have connected with connecting and shaping data. So we have applied with all the grouping and aggregating the data and creating the data model. So after creating the data model, we have assigned the relationships and so on. After then, once the data model is finalized, then we have calculated fields with DAX. So this DAX we have covered as all the functions. So if you remember with the DAX functions called as DAX versus M language and implicit and explicit measures, quick measures, and step-by-step DAX measure calculation, and math functions, stat functions, counting functions, conditional and logical functions, switch function, and text functions, date and time functions, related function, calculate function, all function, and filter function. So the last video I covered as filter function, and iterator functions today we have covered. And after then time intelligence functions also last one covered. So these are all the functions. Next we'll look into the complete dashboard based on this, how we prepared the data, the transformations in extracting, transforming, and loading the data. ETL part is completed. Okay. So now we'll look into visualizing the data reports. So from the next video onwards, I'll look into the dashboard design part. First, we'll look into dashboard design framework and sketching the dashboard layout, then adding the report pages and objects and so on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, and please like and subscribe and share to your friends also. So for upcoming more quality videos I'll do. Okay. And one more thing important is, so I have shared with the reference, the referral openings in my company. So if anyone interested, that video covers as uh, day before yesterday video. Day before yesterday video I have covered. So day before yesterday video called as which topic I have covered. Calculate function, related function. At the time I have covered as the reference opening. So I shown with the Power BI also available. If you any other openings also available, if you are interesting, check in that video. In the video starting, I have given my mail ID, and the details, complete details are available. Please look into that. If you are interesting, you can share the resume to my mail ID, and I will upload. Okay. So if the resume is shortlisted, you'll get the call. So the openings are available. Thank you. Thank you for watching. And again, I'm requesting, please like and subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you.